Hi everyone. Today I'm going to honor a request by a fellow blogger named Barry Wells of barrywells.com, who has challenged his readers to create an educational video. Now, video is relatively new to me. I just started using Camtasia, but I've already found out how much fun it is and actually how easy it is to use once you get behind the scenes and start playing with it. So today I'm going to create a little video to honor Barry's request, also to honor Sally Neal and her awesome Learn with Sally course. We do have video coming up, so I have to practice. At any rate, I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I use consistently on my blog. So I'm in the middle of writing a blog post right now. As you can see, right here is my new blog post, and I haven't finished it on purpose because I want to show you something that I use often when I add an image to my blog. And when I do blog hopping, I notice that a lot of people don't use this function, and I think this function makes your images look so much better. So I'm going to show you what I do, and you can choose to use it or not. So let's go behind the scenes of my blog, go into posts. I'll go into the present post that I have now. As you can see, it doesn't have a title yet. I'm still writing it. What I want to show you is the images. Now I have two images on this blog post, or in this blog post. I have this one here, and I have this one here. Okay, so let's check out my blog and look at the images that I'm putting on this blog post or in this blog post. Here's one, and here's the second one. Now, as you can see, these images are way too close. The margins are way too close to the text. It doesn't look right, it doesn't look professional, and I cannot believe how many times I go to a blog where someone looks to be a pretty professional blogger, and yet their images are backed up to their text, just like that. I'm going to show you something quick that somebody actually showed me when they came to my blog and left me a little note and told me how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's go behind the scenes into Edit Post, and here we are in my blog post. And as you can see, here's the two images. There's the first one, and here's the second one. Now I'm going to take the second one because it was so very obvious how it was butted up against these words here. What I want you to do is click on the image, and two little boxes appear. One is to delete it, and the other one is to edit. That's the one you want to click on. You want to click on the Edit Image. Now, when you get back behind the scenes into the Edit Image area, click on Advanced Settings. Inside Advanced Settings, scroll down just a little bit until you get to Image Properties right here. Come over here to Vertical Space, type in an 8, and Horizontal Space, type in an 8. You don't have to use 8. The larger number you use, the bigger the space is going to be. Make sure that you update it. Go back over here to Save Draft, Preview, and let's scroll down and look and see if that looks any better. Oh, so much better. As you can see, there's now a small margin around the picture itself. And as you can see, the space around it is much better. In fact, you could even make this picture a little bit smaller, which I'm going to do right now. That looks so much better. Now let's try this one. Let's go into the first image. First I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Then I'm going to go into Advanced Settings, scroll down to where you see Image Properties. You can put a border on it if you want, but I don't want a border. I'm going to put 8 and then 8. I used to use 5, but I found that 5 just wasn't big enough, not enough white space for me. Update. And now let's preview again. As you can see, there's much more white space around it now, and it just looks more professional. Okay, so I have one more thing I want to show you. Let's go back behind the scenes again. This one has to do with widgets. So let's go into the widgets. And let's go back over to my blog and take a quick look, because I want to show you that I purposely offset my picture here. When I put my picture in here, this is how it initially displayed. I had to learn how to center it, and also I learned how to leave spaces between your widgets. So I'm going to show you that little trick, because I use that all the time. So let's go back in here, go over here to my first sidebar, go into my widget. Now here's my widget for my picture. And I'm going to show you how to do that too, because that was very easy. You need to learn a few pieces of HTML code that will really come in handy. I use this one all the time. This is, we want to center it. So let's see if that centers the picture. Let's save it first and then close. Okay. Now we're centered, and that looks much better. There is, however, one other thing I want to do. I want to put more space here. This is too tight for me. So I'm going to go back behind the scenes again, go back into my widget over here, the same widget where I put center in, and afterwards I'm going to use the same brackets that they always use with HTML, and I'm going to put BR inside that bracket for break. And if you want 2 breaks, you put 2 BRs. So let's see what that looks like. That left a bigger space there, more white space for your eyes, and it just looks more balanced. And you can go in and leave another space. We'll leave one more there and see what that looks like. Basically, this is computer language, and you're just telling your computer how to read this, how to display it. Okay, there we go. There's a lot more white space there than around the whole picture. For those of you who want to know how I got my picture there, even though my picture is now going to go in my header, I'm in the middle, or going to be in the middle very soon, of having a new header and blog made. I will show you, in case you do want to put some sort of image in one of your sidebars, how that's easily done. So let's go back behind the scenes again. And what I did was very easy. I just pretended like I was writing a post. So add new post, add a picture, select files. So let's go to, okay, so let's add this picture. Now this really isn't important because this is just a shortcut that we're going to use. So insert it into your post. Let's center that. Okay. Now we have a picture. But in order to put it into a widget, we need a code. We need an HTML code. So this is just a little shortcut that I use when I need an HTML code. I simply go up here in my blog and click HTML. There's the code. There's my code to put the picture up. So let's copy the code, go over here to widgets. Now we have text that we need for a widget. Grab our text. I'm going to put it down here because we're just experimenting with it. Paste in our code, save it, close, and let's go see if it's on my blog. As you can see, the picture is way too big, but it is in fact on my blog as a widget. So you can see that putting pictures in your sidebars is not hard at all. Or images, I should say, into your sidebar is not hard at all. Okay, let me get that one out of there. So that's a couple of shortcuts that I know, guys, that really help me out. I use both those shortcuts a lot. I use the HTML editor for things that aren't even connected to my blog. I'll go in and cheat and use the HTML editor. It comes in handy. And also, the images are going to look so much better, guys, when you put that white space around them. And it's so easy to do. So just take a few extra seconds and get that white space around your images to have a much more professional look. So that's pretty much all for today, guys. See you next time.